Before you dive into the daily pages, you will see your first weekly review pages. There are 2 pages and a weekly motivational planning with intention calendar. You will find this section at the end of every week. As you will see this section prior to your first daily pages, you may have to be a little creative with completing this. However, while you complete the assessment, think back over the last week. Try to relive as many experiences as possible, and then begin answering the questions as best you can. The first page is titled Weekly Success. This is where you are going to celebrate the wins you had, embracing nature, positivity, and gratitude. You should spend some time congratulating yourself for achieving or taking steps to improve your life. This helps build your confidence and will make achieving even bigger goals easier. Think of it as building your foundation to better health and happiness. First, you are asked about the best 3 things from last week. Was it payday, a new purchase, you found a friend, bought a dog? Whatever made you smile the most last week. Maybe it was your friend tripping over a chair and falling with flair, but it made you smile. So once again, you are creating the mindset, seeing and believing that your life is really good. Then you move on to how did abundance show up in your life. Maybe you realize that you have a choice of going out to eat or staying home. Maybe you got a raise, or when you went shopping, you had enough money for exactly what you wanted. Those are signs of abundance. Abundance doesn't have to mean money, though. Maybe it could be the phone you have, or the ability to afford a pet. Maybe you had food left over from your dinner. That is a sign of abundance. Or simply, most of your bills are paid. If you can say all your bills are paid, that is a sign of abundance. Go and find a sign of abundance in your life and be prepared, because this question will pop up again in other sections, like the daily sections. Seeing how much over our needs we have is instrumental in creating a positive life experience. And most, if not all of us, have more than we need. It simply takes a new mind shift to realize it. The next step is to begin focusing on learning something every day. I encourage you to read books, or web posts, or even educational programs on television or videos. Learn something new every day. As the saying goes, if you're not growing, you're dying. And learning forces you to grow. Learning also builds confidence and a strong foundation for facing obstacles in life. Those obstacles become simple challenges for you to overcome as you get smarter. Find something real that interests you and study it relentlessly. Another way to celebrate your week is realizing that negativity will always show up. It's how we handle it that matters. And this next question guides you to remember how you overcame a negative experience. This will reinforce that behavior in your subconscious mind. This also builds confidence and a strong foundation to facing life head on. List what was your biggest source of negativity. What happened that really took you out of your game? And then list how you overcame this challenge. Once you realize that you are in control, you will find it easier to stay positive and ignore the negative. Now that you have celebrated your week, reinforcing good habits that improved your life, you will assess your success with eating and medicating naturally. And again, be honest with yourself. Did you embrace nature, or did you embrace the chemicals? Either way, it is in the past. Learn from it and move on. If you fully embrace the holistic lifestyle, celebrate it. You will then be asked to review how much time you spent on electronic devices. The smartphone, the PC, television, videos, or video games. And then you must ask yourself, how can I spend this time better next week? You may not realize this, but 1 hour a day, or 365 hours a year, is the equivalent of 15 days that could have been used to improve your life. As the truth of these numbers sinks in, hopefully you will begin looking for ways to better spend this time. you are highly encouraged to spend your time learning new, relevant to your life things, instead of being sucked into the black hole of electronics. At the top of page 2, you will find another Life Principles rating chart. Every week, you will rate yourself in these areas: your food and medicine choices, positivity and gratitude, getting outside, learning, and even movement or exercise. As before, there are no right answers. This is simply an easy format that allows you to get an overall idea of how well you are building a strong and balanced foundation for your life. At the end of the month, you will be able to glance back each week and quickly see how you're doing. Every section of this planning journal is designed to help you not only create good life habits, but also to reinforce those habits, cementing them to your subconscious mind, guiding you to a more confident, healthy, happy, and abundant life. This chart will accomplish cementing positive life principles into your mind. You are then prompted to list your favorite fruit, vegetables, and herbs that you ate last week, reminding some of you that natural food is really pretty tasty. List the best you had and relive how good they tasted. Part 2 of this section asks, what nutrients and health benefits do I receive from these items? This is particularly important because as you learn about the nutrients in a piece of fruit or a vegetable, and then you study how those nutrients benefit your body, you are creating an unstoppable placebo effect of good health. So it is critical, if you want to warp speed your good health forward, that you learn about the natural food and medicine and how beneficial they are for you. Finally, there is space at the bottom of the page for documenting your best practices, new recipes, or simply some motivating thoughts, new ideas, or goals. Use this space to keep you moving forward. The weekly review also has a planning motivational calendar with prompts to encourage you to plan good health, to plan on learning, setting gratitude goals, and maintaining positivity. This is another space that can be referred to during the day or week to help keep you focused on your foundation. I recommend that you commit to this calendar time each day to work on your plan. Writing down your commitment will force your mind to take it seriously. You will have an easier time succeeding.